You want to level up your manifestations? I'm going to show you some powerful ways to do that. So you're going to want to stick around to the end. Welcome back to my channel, Closer to Your Higher Self. On this channel, I share things that will help to make you a better version of yourself. My name is Jerome, and I hope this video finds you when you need to see it most. If it resonates with you, please hit the like button, consider subscribing, and share it with anyone you think can benefit from it. And please continue to post your comments. Even though I can't respond to all of them, I do read them all. And if you'd like to do one-on-one coaching with me, my info is in the description. So let's get into it. The first way to level up your manifestation is to put your energy in circulation. Let's look at my amazing drawing. And as you can see, we have electricity, water, love, money, and thoughts. And what do these things have in common? They need to flow. So if no one spent any money, the economy would come to a halt. If you don't turn on your lights, you'll have a pretty difficult time knowing what's happening around you. You don't think and you don't create. Energy needs to circulate to function optimally. Electricity, love, money, etc. all have that in common. They need to circulate. Now, I'm not saying you need to give away all your money, and I'm certainly not saying you should buy things you can't afford. But if you give a little money to help someone, that energy flows and it will come back to you increased. When you give with good intentions, you give more than just money. You give positive energy. If you hold on to everything too tightly, internally you're saying that you don't have enough, and your subconscious responds by making that true. When you give, you have the feeling of being abundant. In addition to this, your brain releases hormones like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins, and you feel awesome. And this feeling helps you to be in the proper frequency to receive, thus leveling up your manifestation power. And what if you don't have money to give? There are other ways to put your energy into circulation. Like one day I was looking out the window over my shoulder at people on the street, and I was thinking, I wonder what's going on in that person's life. And I thought, I don't know, but that person is another soul on this planet that's having a human experience, and I wish them well in whatever is happening in that experience. And guess what? I felt amazing. Try that and let me know in the comments what you think. You see, the forms of energy just don't stay in one lane. In my picture, I have electricity lighting the light bulb, I have water nourishing the body, but you can use water to generate electricity, and then you can use money to buy the electricity. So you can help people or send love to them, and the universe could return that to you in the form of positive energy or money. Energy is energy. Put it in circulation and level up your manifestations. Now, related to putting your energy in circulation is increasing the size of your energetic container. Imagine someone was giving out gold coins, and they said, bring the biggest bowl you have, and you can have as many coins as can fit in that bowl. Now, I like to cook, so I have some pretty good sized bowls. Someone else might only have a small cereal bowl, and another might have one of those gigantic wooden salad bowls. So we're all going to get a different amount of coins. And energy behaves like this. We each have a capacity for the amount of energy that we can handle. So in the example, if I wanted to get more coins, I would need a bigger bowl or a bigger energetic container. So how do we increase the size of the container? Well, one way is to remove your limiting beliefs. I talked about this in another video as it relates to money. Another way to increase the size of the container is by being of service to others. Say there's a person that wants to help 10 people. He's going to get back what he puts out, but increased. The person that wants to help himself is just creating a loop back to himself. To the person that is sending energy to 10 people, the universe is saying, because you're supplying more people, you need a bigger container. That bigger container will supply those people. the energy that flows back to you will fill that bigger container. So in this picture, one person is focused on himself. He's focused on his house. He buys his house, and his energetic container is the same size. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. But the person that helps others increases the size of his container. The more he does, the more his container increases. It's like a person moving up in an organization. The more responsibility they take on, the more they're entrusted with. Now, some people want what fits in a large container when they're not ready for it. Let's look at this example using water. Both people want water. One has a barrel and the other has a shot glass. Now, the guy with the shot glass wants the same amount of water as the guy with the barrel. But he can't handle that. It's going to be a big mess. And you know about this. If you don't, Google it later. There are many, many accounts of people winning the lottery and ending up worse than before they had the money. One guy won the lottery, a lot of money. It broke up his marriage because he wanted a younger wife. He bought his grandchild a car. The grandchild was in a terrible car accident. I can't remember the rest, but it was one tragedy after another. And he regretted everything that happened after he won the money. He wasn't ready for it. His energetic container was not big enough. And of course, I'm not saying this happens to everyone that wins the lottery. Many people just want to be rich, and they're not ready for it. You've seen the same thing with celebrities and athletes. They have way more energy in the form of fame, money, and adoration than they can handle, and things go off the rails. And you've also seen other celebrities and athletes that use that energy for fighting for the rights of others, opening schools, creating companies that employ thousands, and starting foundations. So if you start a business, don't just think, I want to be rich. Think about why you need that money. What are you going to do with it? If you can think about how your business can serve others or fulfill a need, there will be much more energy behind your business, and your energetic container will increase in size. Now, our third way to level up is to clearly define what it is you want. The more clearly it's defined, the more likely it is to be manifested. Let's say a person has aspirations of owning a coffee shop. They could write in a journal, I would like to open a coffee shop. Now, is that a clear definition? No, not at all. Clearly defined would be, I have a coffee shop in the Oak Park neighborhood. It's called JK's Coffee. We sell coffee, smoothies, pastries, and breakfast sandwiches. It has both indoor and outdoor seating. There's free Wi-Fi for the customers so they can work during the day. There's a stage in the corner for open mic nights. On the weekends, we hold community events, and we also do book release parties. The second description is much clearer. It's written in the present tense, and it's much more descriptive, so you can almost see it. But we're going to take it a step further and impress this on the subconscious so we can shift into this possibility that already exists. It's like changing the radio station. And we're going to do that by closing our eyes and visualizing using the 5 senses from your point of view. So in our coffee shop visualization, we would use sight to see how the sign looks, to see how the tables are arranged, to see the size of the main room, to see the number of machines I have, and the location of the stage. I can smell the coffee brewing, smell the aroma of the sweet pastries and the savory breakfast sandwiches. I can hear the whoosh of the espresso machines and the murmur of people talking during my busy hour. I can hear the applause of people during an open mic performance. I can taste the coffee drinks and the signature smoothies I'm going to make. And the pastries are some of the best I've ever tasted. I can feel the chairs as I move them around to sweep the floor. I can feel the smooth granite countertops as I'm wiping down after closing. Now, another tip with this visualization is to do it just before you go to sleep or just after you wake up. In those moments, your subconscious is much more receptive to accepting your visualization. So that second journal entry and that visualization are going to be much more effective at shifting your reality than "I would like to own a coffee shop." And remember, after you clearly define your desire, you should be able to feel it. Now, if you can't feel it, or if you don't believe it's possible, you have to examine why you feel that way. Remove any limiting beliefs like I talked about in a previous video, and then do your visualization again. Now, to recap, the things that will help you to level up your manifestations are: put your energy in circulation, create a bigger vessel, and clearly define your desires. Remember, the focus is to maintain the frequency that will help us to make our desires a reality. So try these things and let me know in the comments how they work out. Or, if you've done these things, tell your story. It's helpful for those that are reading the comments. I hope this video helped you, and I hope to see you next time on Closer to Your Higher Self.